सही है, वो मैं भी करता हूँ। हाँ अभी 2 मिनट दो, ऑडियो सेट कर रहा हूँ।
आप सभी से विनम्र प्रार्थना है कि सभी अपना स्थान ग्रहण कर लेंगे। आज की प्रार्थना सभा का निर्धारित समय हो चुका है। सभी से विनम्र प्रार्थना है कि सभी अपना स्थान ग्रहण कर लेंगे। धन्यवाद। आज हम सभी यहाँ एकत्रित हैं एक बहुत ही सुंदर व्यक्तित्व को स्मरण करने के लिए। स्वर्गीय श्री मनु आहूजा जी, हस्बैंड ऑफ मिसेस लीरा आहूजा जी। अगले कुछ समय के लिए हम भजनों के माध्यम से परम पिता परमेश्वर से दिवंगत आत्मा की शांति और सद्गति की प्रार्थना करेंगे। यहाँ आए हुए सभी परिवारजनों, संबंधियों, मित्रजनों से अनुरोध है कि कुछ देर के लिए इस सभा के दौरान हम अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन्स को साइलेंट मोड पर डाल देंगे और बहुत ही शांत मन से जिस उद्देश्य के लिए यहाँ हम आए हैं, प्रिय मनु जी को याद करने के लिए, उनकी लाइफ को, उनकी जर्नी को याद करने के लिए इस सभा की गरिमा को हम बना कर के रखेंगे। आपस में हम बातचीत नहीं करेंगे कुछ समय के लिए और मिलकर के हम सभी अपनी पॉजिटिविटी, अपनी पॉजिटिव एनर्जीज उस डिवाइन सोल तक पहुंचाएंगे। मैं सभी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप सभी अपने स्थान पर एक बार सीधे बैठ जाएंगे। अपनी आंखों को हम सभी बंद कर लेंगे। सभी प्रकार की हलचल को अब बंद करते हुए सभी अपने स्थान पर बैठ जाएंगे। जैसे कि प्रिय मनु जी को नानक नाम प्यारा था, हम सभी उस नाम को याद करते हुए मिलकर के उस प्रभु को याद करेंगे। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभन गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। तो जिस पर्सनालिटी को आज हम याद कर रहे हैं, फुल ऑफ लाइफ, जो रिश्ते उन्होंने इस जीवन में बनाए हैं, बहुत ही ट्रू रिलेशंस सभी के दिलों में अपनी जगह को बनाते हुए उन्होंने अपनी जर्नी तय की है। आइए हम भजनों के माध्यम से परमपिता परमेश्वर का सुमिरन करेंगे। सबसे पहले उस नानक नाम को, उस सत नाम को हम याद करेंगे। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु, 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 सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। यही नाम है सहारा, यही नाम है आधारा, यही नाम है सहारा, श्री वाहिगुरु। सभी बोलिए सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु।
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु।
जान देने जी समता पर आत्मा मर है। मुक जान देने जी समता पर आत्मा मर है। जिदे अंग संग प्रभ है उनु वीर किस दा डर है। जिदे अंग संग प्रभ है ओनु वीर किस दा डर है। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। तेरे दर ते जो भी आए दुख दर्द भूल जाए। तेरे दर ते जो भी आए दुख दर्द भूल जाए। तन मन हो उसका निर्मल तेरे ही गीत गाए। तन मन हो उसका निर्मल तेरे ही गीत गाए। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु।
सतनाम श्री
वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु। तो जैसा कि वो परम शक्ति, वो सुप्रीम पावर जो इस संसार को चला रही है, जिसके हाथ हमारे जन्म और मृत्यु के फैसले हैं, उसको सुमिरन करने के अलग अलग सुंदर नाम हैं, मगर वो एक ताकत जो इस संसार को चला रही है, हम सभी उसको अलग अलग नामों से सुमिरन करेंगे। आइए अगले भजन में, ये भजन ना कहकर के एक गीत है, और जैसे कि हमें उस ईश्वर ने इस प्रकृति में कुछ ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स हमें दिए हैं जो कि हमें गिविंग नेचर का उदाहरण देते हैं। जैसे कि वृक्ष हमें फल देते हैं, छाया देते हैं, नदी हमें जल देती है, मधुबन यानी बगीचा, जब हम उसके पास से गुजरते हैं तो हमारे मन में एक भीनी भीनी खुशबू आ जाती है। ठीक ऐसा ही जीवन ये मनु जी का रहा है। उन्होंने अपने जीवन में जितनी भी लाइफ्स को छुआ है, अपनी एक खुशबू, बहुत सारी स्मृतियाँ, बहुत सारा प्यार, बहुत सारा केयर छोड़ करके वो गए हैं। आइए अगला गीत हम उन्हीं की लाइफ को डेडिकेट करेंगे कि जो डीप रिलेशंस उन्होंने बनाए हैं, एक गिविंग नेचर उनका रहा है, ये गीत हम उनकी लाइफ को डेडिकेट करेंगे। चलती है लहरा की पवन की सांस भी की चलती रहे, मधुबन खुशबू देता है सागर खुशबू देता है, सागर सावन देता है, जीना उसका जीना है, जो औरों को जीवन देता है, मधुबन खुशबू देता है। सूरज ना बन पाए तो बन के दीपक जलता चल, सूरज ना बन पाए तो बन के दीपक जलता चल, फूल मिले या सच की राहों पे चलता चल, सच की राहों पे चलता चल, प्यार दिलों को देता है, अश्कों को दामन देता है, जीना उसका जीना है, जो औरों को जीवन देता है, मधुबन खुशबू देता है। चलती है लहरा की पवन की सांस सभी की चलती रहे, चलती है लहरा की पवन की सांस सभी की चलती रहे, लोगों ने त्याग दिए जीवन की प्रीत दिलों में पलती रहे, प्रीत दिलों में पलती रहे, दिल वो दिल है जो औरों को अपनी धड़कन देता है, जीना उसका जीना है, जो औरों को जीवन देता है, मधुबन खुशबू देता है, मधुबन खुशबू देता है, मधुबन खुशबू देता है। तो जैसा कि प्रिय मनु जी का जो सेल्फ डेप्रिकेटिंग ह्यूमर था, वो सभी के चेहरों पर एक मुस्कान ला देता था। आजकल के समय में एक बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है कि हम किसी के चेहरे पर एक मुस्कान अगर ला दें तो एक ये बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि होती है। और ये सब चीज़ें हमारे साथ जब हम इस संसार से जाते हैं तो हमारा व्यवहार और उस प्रभु का लिया हुआ नाम, ये दो चीज़ें ही साथ जाती हैं, बाकी सब यहीं रह जाता है। जो जीवन की जो पूंजी वो कमा करके गए हैं, जो सच्चे रिश्ते उन्होंने बनाए हैं, जो प्रेम के रिश्ते उन्होंने बनाए हैं, और जो मेमोरीज़ हैं वो आप सभी के दिलों में हमेशा ही ज़िंदा रहेंगी। ये सत्य है कि आज फिज़िकली वो हमारे साथ नहीं है, उनका इतना वाइब्रेंट फोटोग्राफ हमारे सामने है, एक चित्र हमारे सामने है, और उतना ही शायद एनलाइटेड फ़ोटो सभी के दिलों में हमेशा ही ज़िंदा रहेगा। आइए अगले भजन में जो हम सभी का पालनहारा है, हम सभी उसके बच्चे हैं, उस प्रभु से प्रार्थना करें कि हमारे जीवन में जो भी मुश्किल घड़ियाँ आती हैं, मुश्किल पल आते हैं, आप हमारा सहारा बनिएगा, हमें शक्ति दीजिए। आइए इस भजन में हम प्रार्थना करेंगे। तुम ही हमका हो संभाले, तुम ही हमरे रखवाले, तुम्हारे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। हमरी उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। चंदा में तुम्ही तो भरे हो चांदनी, सूरज में उजाला तुम्ही से। चंदा में तुम्ही तो भरे हो चांदनी, सूरज में उजाला तुम्ही से। ये गगन है मगन, तुम्ही तो दिए हो ये सितारे भगवन। ये जीवन तुम ही ना सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। जो सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमारी है बिनती, दुख जन को धीरज दो, हारे नहीं वो कभी दुख से। तुम निर्बल को रक्षा दो, रह पाए निर्बल सुख से। भक्ति को शक्ति दो, भक्ति को शक्ति दो। जग के जो स्वामी हो, इतनी तो अरज सुनो। है पथ में अंधियारे, दे दो वरदान में उजियारे। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। अगले भजन जो कि महाकवि कबीरदास जी का लिखा हुआ भजन है। कवि कबीरदास जी बहुत समय पहले इस बात को कह गए थे कि समय की चक्की से कोई भी बच नहीं पाया है। हम सभी इस बात को जानते हैं कि जिस भी मनुष्य ने इस काया को धारण किया है, ये हमारा इस जन्म का कॉस्ट्यूम है। हम जन्म लेते हैं, इस कॉस्ट्यूम को धारण करते हैं, अपने डिफरेंट रोल्स अदा करते हैं और फिर कॉस्ट्यूम चेंज कर देते हैं। तो जो जर्नी प्रिय मनु जी की रही है, हम सभी जानते हैं समय से पहले वो इस संसार से गए हैं। उनकी लाइफ शॉर्ट ज़रूर रही है मगर ह्यूज लाइफ, फुल ऑफ लाइफ। उन्होंने जितना भी जीवन जिया है वो सभी को इंस्पायर करते हुए आज उनकी प्रार्थना सभा में हम सभी यहाँ एकत्रित हैं। इन सभाओं में आने का हमारे दो उद्देश्य होते हैं। पहला कि हम सब भी आत्माएं हैं। ये जो शरीर है हमारा स्थूल रूप से है, तो हम सब अपनी पॉजिटिविटी उस सूक्ष्म आत्मा को जो अभी भी हमारे बीच में है, उन्होंने सिर्फ शरीर छोड़ा है, वो आत्मा जो हमारे बीच है, हम सभी अपनी पॉजिटिविटी यहाँ आकर के एक कंबाइंड पॉजिटिविटी हम उनके तरफ पहुँचाते हैं। और दूसरा उद्देश्य यहाँ आने का ये है कि जो भी जीवन, जो जर्नी उन्होंने जी है, कुछ ना कुछ हम उनकी लाइफ से सीख करके जाएं। वही सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि प्रिय मनु जी को होगी। ही वॉज अ वेरी सिंपल पर्सनैलिटी। छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को करना, उनको छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से बहुत लगाव और छोटी छोटी खुशियों में वो बहुत खुश होते थे। ये सब जो चीज़ें आज हम उनकी लाइफ की यहाँ याद कर रहे हैं, ये हम सभी के लिए एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, सीखने के लिए माध्यम हैं। आइए अगले भजन में हम महाकवि कबीरदास जी के दोहों को याद करते हैं। चलती चक्की देख के दिया कबीरा रोए, दो पाटन के बीच में साबुत बचाना कोई, माटी कही कुम्हार से में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई। दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई। जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को होए। जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को होए। ऐसी वाणी बोलिए, ऐसी वाणी बोलिए, मन का पाप होए। औरन को शीतल करे, आपहु शीतल होए। औरन को शीतल करे, आपहु शीतल होए। माटी कहे कुम्हार से, माटी कहे कुम्हार से, तू क्या रोंधे मोहे। एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोंधूंगी तो है। एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोंधूंगी तो है। एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोंधूंगी तो है। तो आइए अगले भजन में, जैसा कि प्रभु ने हमें ये मानव तन दिया है, इसके साथ सुख और दुख वो हमें साथ में ही देता है। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम प्रभु के बहुत बड़े भक्त हैं, उसकी दिन रात पूजा कर रहे हैं या उसमें विश्वास करते हैं तो हमारे जीवन में दुख नहीं आएंगे। जो दुख आने हैं वो स्वतः ही आएंगे, मगर उस प्रभु के नाम में वो शक्ति होती है, उसके सुमिरन में वो ताकत होती है कि हमारा मन चाहे कितना ही व्याकुल हो, कितना ही विचलित हो, कुछ समय के लिए ही ज़रूर हमारे मन को सुकून मिलता है, शांति मिलती है। आइए अगले भजन में हम उस सुंदर कृष्ण नाम को याद करेंगे। कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्, अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्, अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं, राम नारायणं यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम। नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो, नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो। हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो, हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो, हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो, हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो। तो हम सभी प्रिय मनु जी के प्रति अपनी श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित कर रहे हैं, उनकी आत्मा की शांति की प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं, उनकी पर्सनालिटी को याद कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि वो एक फैमिली मैन ट्रूली एंड डीपली लव्ड हिज फैमिली। सिर्फ फैमिली, अपनी इमीडिएट फैमिली ही नहीं, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स के लिए, उनके लिए कहा जाता था कि यारों के यार। जो आज जैसे कि जो गैदरिंग है वो अपने आप में ही बता रही है कि जो लाइफ्स को उन्होंने टच किया है, शायद सीड्स भी कम पड़ गई हैं पीछे, आज सभी उनके लिए यहाँ आए हैं। फैमिली के लिए, रिया के लिए प्रार्थना है ईश्वर से कि जो लेगेसी, जो संस्कार, जो वैल्यूज़ उन्होंने अपनी फैमिली को, अपने बच्चों को दी हैं, वो आगे कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सके, ईश्वर उन्हें वो शक्ति दे। आइए अगले भजन में जितनी सांसें उस प्रभु ने हमारे लिए लिखी हैं, हम में से कोई नहीं जानता है कि किस समय, किस कारण से, किस परिस्थिति में हमें संसार से जाना है। बस यही जानते हैं कि आए हैं तो जाना है, कब जाना है ये नहीं जानते। तो जितना जीवन उसने दिया है वो क्वालिटी वाला जीवन, जैसे कि मनु जी ने जिया है, ऐसा जीवन हम जी करके जाएं। और जितनी सांसें उसने हमें दी हैं, ईश्वर ने, उसका धन्यवाद करें कि जितना आपने जीवन हमें दिया, आपका शुक्रिया है। आइए अगले भजन में हम उस प्रभु का सुमिरन करेंगे। श्वासादि माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम, श्वासादि माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम, श्वासादि माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम। बन जावा बंदा में तेरा ही कृपा निधान, श्वासादि माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम, श्वासादि माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम। संगतादि सेवा कर दरहा में मस्तक चरणाते, तेरे मस्तक चरणाते। संगतादि सेवा कर दरहा में मस्तक चरणाते, तेरे मस्तक चरणाते। मेरा है तन मन सब सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम। ऐसी जी कृपा कर प्रभु मेरे, बंदिया मैं तेरा, बंदिया मैं तेरा। ऐसी जी कृपा कर प्रभु मेरे, बंदिया मैं तेरा, बंदिया मैं तेरा। दिल ना लगिया मेरा तेरे बिना इस जान, श्वासादी माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम, श्वासादी माला नल सिमरा मैं तेरा नाम, तेरा नाम, तेरा नाम, तेरा नाम, तेरा नाम। तो भजनों की स्वरांजलि के आखिरी पड़ाव पर मैं यहाँ आए सभी से, जो भी बैठे हैं जो खड़े भी हैं, सभी से प्रार्थना करूंगी कि सभी अपने स्थान पर सीधे बैठ जाएंगे, आंखों को बंद कर लेंगे। और जैसे कि प्रिय मनु जी को ईश्वर के उन सभी नामों में आस्था थी, सभी नाम उन्हें प्रिय थे, तो उस प्रभु के अलग अलग सुंदर नामों के जाप के माध्यम से हम सभी यहाँ जो आए हैं अपनी पॉजिटिव एनर्जीज उस दिवंगत आत्मा तक पहुँचाएंगे। जो भी मेमोरीज उन्होंने आपके साथ बिताई हैं, जो पल आपने उनके साथ बिताए हैं, उन सभी मेमोरीज को रिकॉल करेंगे और उनकी आत्मा की शांति की प्रार्थना करेंगे। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, जग में साचो तेरो नाम। हे राम, हे राम, सभी बोलेंगे हे राम, हे राम, जग में साचो तेरो नाम। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। तू ही माता, तू ही पिता है, तू ही माता, तू ही पिता है, तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता, तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता, तू ही सुबह, तू ही शाम। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल, गोपाल बोलो। सभी साथ में प्रेम से इस जाप को गाएंगे। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
राधा रमण 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 हरि गोपाल बोलो।
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो।
राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो।
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय।
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 राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय।
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय।
श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय।
श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे राम हरे राम
राम राम राम हरे हरे। श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण।
नारायण नारायण नारायण।
भजमन नारायण नारायण नारायण।
नारायण नारायण नारायण।
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण नारायण।
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण नारायण।
सत्य नारायण नारायण नारायण।
नारायण नारायण नारायण।
श्री हरि नारायण नारायण नारायण।
श्री हरि नारायण नारायण नारायण।
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण।
श्री हरि नारायण नारायण नारायण।
राम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम। हम सभी ने भजनों के माध्यम से अपनी भावमय सुरांजलि प्रिय मनु आहूजा जी के लिए अर्पित की। अपने पीछे एक बहुत ही संस्कारित सफल संपन्न परिवार जो छोड़ कर के गए हैं, मैं परिवार के सदस्यों के नाम आपके मध्य लेना चाहूँगी। धर्मपत्नी श्रीमती लीरा आहूजा जी, डॉटर रिया आहूजा, सिस्टर मिसेस अनु चौधरी जी and her husband Pawan ji, nephew Siddharth and Gautam, Siddharth's wife Aishwarya, in-laws Shri Nandan, please forgive me if I mispronounced any name, and Mrs. Manju Mishra ji, sister-in-law Shreya ji and her husband Kaushik, nephew Vedant। इसी के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को यहाँ विराम देती हूँ और रसम पगड़ी को अब हम करेंगे।
Those of you who would have met his parents will immediately endorse what I'm saying. And he refined this strain which he got. He refined it. He taught us the sense of humor, and he taught us that sense of humor does not only mean sense of sparking humor, but also sense of taking humor. He used to trigger you to crack a joke on him. And he used to enjoy his jokes as much as he used to enjoy jokes cracked on him. He used to often ask me, मैंने ये joke crack किया है, कैसा था? And I used to say, बहुत अच्छा था. But if Leela was there, because we used to pull his leg together, I used to rate it correctly. And I used to say, थोड़ा कम है. Then he used to enjoy that even more. कि उसके joke पे joke हो गया. You know? And in this world where the predominant default question which successful people ask each other is, आप क्या करते हो? Just to kind of find where one stands in the pecking order. And उसके बाद गणित establish करता है कि बात आगे बढ़ेगी कि नहीं. तो आप क्या करते हो can end up in, from both sides, a silent murmuring, आप किस खेत की मूली हो, and part ways. Right? But Manu का predominant default question ये नहीं होता था. Manu का predominant default question होता था, जो सोचता था कंसिडर करने के लिए कि बात आगे बढ़ाई जाए कि नहीं दोस्ती की, कि क्या आप अच्छे आदमी हो, अच्छे और मजेदार आदमी हो, अच्छे और मजेदार आदमी हो पे he used to decide. And at the heart of his fun loving and the spirited nature was a highly evolved ego management system, very highly evolved. And at the adjacency of this virtue, I found the ability to forgive and forget, the ability to repair relationships and make them more fragrant than they were before. A very fine value system springing from genuine kindness. He was a kind man. अभी सुरुचि जी, सुकृति जी कबीर का दोहे गा रही थी तो मुझे याद आया, वो एक दोहा था, निंदक नियरे राखिए. मनु के केस में वो इट स्टैंड्स ऑन इट्स हेड, प्रेरक नियरे राखिए. वो ऐसा प्रेरक था, ऐसा प्रेरक मीन्स अ पर्सन हु कैटलाइजेस यू टू परफॉर्म बेटर, मोटिवेटर. That when he used to come and meet with my sons who are running a startup, he used to really encourage them, and he used to encourage everybody. So Manu was a fine-hearted, interesting, lovable character. And I was thinking of the right words inspired by her. Manohar. Manohar means जो दिल को छू ले, जो दिल को हर ले, दिल की तार छेड़ दे. Manohar, मनोरंजक Manu. You know, that's what I was thinking. I should describe him like that. And Manohar means dil ko chhune ki ability you should have spotted. You're spotting here, you very well spotted Sukriti ji. So many people here. When his pyre was burning, there were so many people just standing, stuck to their positions, almost not wanting to leave. And the whole cremation ground was full, though his death happened so suddenly. All the focus on his sense of humor, etc., should not take away from other unique ingredients of his personality. First of all, his unique personality used to recognize the missing ingredients of maturity in your own personality. That is how the personality was. Playfully, you would come to know, as he's playing with you, you would come to know about your own rough edges. That was the kind of person. And not only should he inspire the whole of the generation, there are many people who have been blessed by him. Ria. My two sons also come from the same ancestry. There are people from Chandigarh sitting here, and there are people in Chandigarh, Diya and Arav. All of them should remember their Mamu, be inspired by him. He was an able and memorable man. Whichever team he touched, transformed. I have many anecdotes to share with him, but I will just share with you a stanza penned by a bureaucrat who is right now penning better than those melodies. And this perhaps summarizes how Manu was also coming from a super fine stock of Mr. and Mrs. Manu Ahuja and improving on that strain. So this stanza says, it's from that song, Rahe na rahe hum mehka karenge. खुशबू की तरह घुल गए हैं हम तुम्हारे चमन की इस फजा में. फजा means breeze. खुशबू की तरह घुल गए हैं हम तुम्हारे चमन की इस फिजा में. जो भी लिखोगे तुम कहानी हम मिलेंगे तुम्हें उस दास्तां में. जाओ कहीं भी हम ही मिलेंगे. बन के खुशी बन के सबा बागे वफा में. And lastly I would say that सुकृति ने गाना गाया मधुबन खुशबू देता है. I would like to say in Manu's case, Manu not मधुबन खुशबू देता है.
I hope I speak for all of us, although I hope I speak for all of us, although they haven't seen what I wrote. You know, this earth, the sun, the planets, the stars, the galaxies, the universe, maybe multiverses, and then there's us. Insignificant would probably be an overstatement about, our role in the whole scheme of things. But there's something that makes us live. It's the memories. It's how people remember us. That's what makes us live. It's the memories. Manu made his share of memories, more than his fair share of memories. Memories we didn't ask for, Manu, or didn't expect. प्यार तो बहुत करते हैं, करते रहेंगे, पर जो मजा तुझे कोसने में है तो कोसेंगे भी जरूर. You ain't going anywhere, buddy. You're here with us now and always.
Thank you so much, Mohit uncle. That was really poignant. Next, I'd like to call Rachna auntie, who's been Manu uncle's friend for more than 30 years.
Oh, Manu bhai, I don't know where to begin. He's left us all with the most beautiful collection of memories. I met him first more than 30 years ago as a management trainee. He was my boss, but luckily only for 2 weeks. He then came for our wedding and he danced his quirky, half Punjabi, half Bollywood disco dance, and none of my friends in Calcutta, I think, have still recovered. we cemented that friendship when he came to Bangalore, adding to our family, Leera and small Ria. A lot of us had Rias as daughters. Mine was big Ria, his was small Ria. We had a friend Ria. And since then, I don't know how many years we've drunk and rung in the new year together. Goa, Sri Lanka, celebrated all our 50th together. Cyprus, Singapore, I don't know, everywhere, everything. Even last year, Ria landed from the US, didn't go home, got the flight to come to Goa to be with us, to be together. But he was also a badmash, a total badmash with that mischievous smile, that twinkle in his eye. When we met, I think his number one priority was to rag me. Once I was so angry with him, at the end of the trip, I got on a flight, Manu, मैं तुझसे कभी फिर से बात नहीं करूँगी. I landed back and opened my WhatsApp, and there was this video of Manu holding his ears and doing uthak baithak, maaf kar de. That was Manu. I mean, you were either, he was just, wherever you are, farewell, friend. Be happy knowing that Leera and Ria will always be part the circle of our love. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie. Now I'd like to ask Upasana Auntie, who was truly Manu Uncle's bro, as she likes to say, and Poonam Auntie, who was his number one defender of all time, to come and say a few words.
Hi everyone. The number of people standing here and some on these lovely chairs just literally sums it up for us, that he was truly loved. I can't deny I'm so teary-eyed and I cannot speak for long, but I just have to say he was indeed very endearing, badmash, loving. He always wanted to be with the kids and with us. I cannot even count how many times we've sat and pulled each other's legs, but I was his strongest defender because somewhere I felt that he was being ragged. Hearts of hearts, he was the star. He's played this prank on us and gone, left us very teary-eyed for long. I'm gathering strength just by looking at everyone around here, and I'm sure we are going to give Leera and Ria our love and our support. And of course, Anu, Auntie, Uncle, who I've seen over the years. Very special, and I'm sure this is going to continue with everyone around us.
Okay, this is taking me a lot of courage to come up in front of everyone and speak for Manu. Yeah, I'm a little short. So many of us are here to celebrate Manu, to celebrate his life. I think Manu touched all of us in his own very special, loving way. He was a yaro ka yar, the cool dude uncle for most of our kids, a gentle son for most of the uncles and the aunties, and lastly, but not the least, the handsome, the stunning George Clooney for all the women. Yeah, our Desi George Clooney. And for me, as Nimran said, he was my bro pal. He was my guy friend. Zero filter with him. Zero inhibitions. I think I have cracked the dirtiest jokes with him. Drank a lot of wine together. Danced all the weird moves that I could and he could. He was a great dancer. And we sang together also. So Manu, you will be missed a lot, always. And for all we know, right now, he's in his new life. He's made new people, he's made new friends, connections, and we are a part of his stories now. And he's kind of talking about us. But Manu, we will also continue to talk about you, to cherish you, and we are going to live with all the memories. And till we meet again, we will stock up our stories here, and you stock up your stories, because we will have a lot to share. And yeah, Manu, you were a great guy, and Leera and Ria, we are all in this together. We will live with him, and he's in our hearts, and he's with us every day. We'll miss you, Manu.
Thank you, Minu Auntie and Upasna Auntie. That was really heartfelt. Next, I'd like to call Mr. Rohit Ori, who is also one of Manu Uncle's dearest and oldest friends.
I'm sorry, I had to write this because it's too emotional for me. Today we gather here not just to mourn the passing of a dear, dear friend, but also to celebrate the incredible life of Manu Ahuja, a man whose unputdownable spirit and enormous self-belief has left an indelible mark on each and every one of us. Manu's journey through life is a story of unwavering confidence, and every memory we share with him bears testimony to the belief he had in himself. Manu had a catchphrase that many of us heard countless times, and in his own words, he would proclaim about himself, "Potential bahut hai." A simple yet profound expression of his immense belief in his capabilities. For those of us who have had the privilege of knowing Manu, we can vividly recall the many instances when this self-confidence shone brilliantly. I played my last game of golf with Manu in Nairobi a few weeks ago as part of the Wholehearted group. We were partners in this downtrodden 24-plus handicap 4-ball. That's because Manu was playing more tennis than golf, and I was just plain bad. But every time Manu hit a great tee shot, he would gleefully look at me, and I would repeat his mantra with some mock admiration and say, "Potential bahut hai." I'm sure tennis has seen that and appreciated this potential as well. Music certainly saw it. Given half a chance, Manu would belt out his favorite Laya Laya, even if the tones seemed to dance a little bit off the conventional scales, or the surprise revelation of his hidden acting talent during that unforgettable play reading in Singapore. Manu's self-assurance was absolutely infectious. And who can forget his bold claim of being a better-looking version of Richard Gere? That was classic Manu. A blend of humor and self-confidence that endeared him to all of us. His ability to laugh at himself, to embrace his quirks and see the potential of greatness within. Those were the qualities that made Manu the remarkable person that he was. Even in the way he managed his work, Manu approached challenges with that confident stride, turning obstacles into opportunities. I've had the experience of partnering Manu as we redesigned one of the brands he worked on, which is Jeevan Jod. His professional journey really mirrored his personal one. A belief that success was not just a possibility, but an inevitability. To Lira and Ria, his beloved wife and daughter, it is evident that Manu's legacy of confidence and self-belief lives on in the both of you. Your incredible strength and resilience in the face of this enormous loss are a testimony to the enduring impact of his belief. In our hearts, we can almost hear Manu singing Laya Laya and saying, "Meri bibi aur beti mein potential bahut hai." His spirit lives on in the echoes of his laughter, the memories we shared, and the confidence he instilled in all of us. Manu, hope you find eternal peace. As you look down on us, we'll take solace in the belief that your potential has transcended into the hearts of everyone who loves you. Till we meet again, may your legacy of confidence continue to inspire us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uncle. We would like to invite Mr. Vivek Chachi, Manu Uncle's tennis partner and part of Amanda, to come and say a few words.
I'm speaking on behalf of Amanda, one of Manu Lira's many groups of close friends. Manu, your sudden and untimely departure has left us in shock. Seems just yesterday when we spent countless hours planning our next vacation together, or just enjoying a cozy evening, regaling stories and laughing at your jokes. Whether it was exploring new cities, trying cuisines, playing board games, sharing the highs and lows of all our lives, or just sitting in silence, you were always fully present, soaking in each moment. Your zest for life was unparalleled. You had this incredible ability to make everyone feel loved and special. With your self-deprecating humor and infectious laugh, Manu, you made sure there was never a dull moment. You had an incredible knack to see the positive in everything. You were simple at heart, true to yourself and to us. Manu, we've lost a true friend, and that void will never be filled. But we take comfort knowing that your spirit and the memories we made together will live forever. You were and always will be, and this has been said earlier, Yaron ka yaar. Manu, I'll miss forever that you didn't get a chance to get even after losing 6-1 to Rahul and me on that last set we played on Thursday. But I know you'll be up there smirking forever, thinking about the 6-4, 6-3 drubbing you gave me in the most beautiful tennis courts we ever played in Badami Bagh in Srinagar. Thank you, Badal, for that lovely, lovely memory. Ria and Lira, you know we are here for you ever. This is on behalf of Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vivek uncle. Next, I'd like to call Mr. Amar Singh, who is Manu uncle's golf buddy and another very dear friend.
May I request all members of the wholehearted group to come here quickly, please. Dilip. Where are you? As we are aware that Manu belonged to many worlds, and he was many things to many people as he lent color and spread happiness wherever he went. One such group stands before you now, and there is an empty seat in the house. The wholehearted group. It's spelled H-O-L-E. We are the much celebrated and ridiculed golf gang of which, and we had the privilege of having him as part of us. Our legends on the golf course are infamous. And as we used to hack around, the banter, the jokes, the fun and games that we had were more important and perhaps more visible than the golf that we played. There was another expression that Manu had, and that used to be stated after a polite clearing of the throat when the shot went to unintended destinations and lay in unplayable lies, or the earth had moved more than the golf ball had with the divot. He would clear his throat and say, hidden talent. And that was another term that he used quite often because we played like that quite often. Manu was color, Manu was the natty dresser, he was the deliberate contrarian that we knew, who in a given unanimous view that prevailed would deliberately be the outlier, purely to bring about discussion and, of course, as Pawan said, bring upon himself many jokes, whether it had to do with his larger-than-life bed or it had to do with these huge speakers that were silent the other night. I lived next door to him, and I used to tell him sometimes, Manu, can you please put on the music? I have a lunch at my residence. Manu went on to become a part of our lives, which is just unforgettable. And this group, as we stand on the shores, shuffling our feet, looking down at our shoes for the 40th time, perhaps just rubbing each other on the back once or twice, irritated, ruffled, uncertain, unable to contend with what there is, unsettled, having to deal with the what, but perhaps not managing to address to the overarching question, why? And that is what remains within us. Ria, and the family members, I know that Vanessa had mentioned it in one of her posts and Rohit repeated it. Manu must be so proud of the resolve, the courage and the strength with which you are dealing with this terrible tragedy. The path ahead is going to be tough, but on behalf of the wholehearted group, may I assure you that we are with you every step of the way. And you shall be with us and we shall be with you for a lifetime. Emotion is very difficult to reduce to language. We always find ourselves bereft of it. And so I wrote a few lines which I'll present to you, and I hope I can remember, but I wrote them down like Rohit had done because sometimes emotion overtakes one. But अर्ज करता हूं कि मनु अब वाह मनु से आह मनु बन गया, मनु अब वाह मनु से आह बन गया, जाकर अब उस खुदा की महफिल की रोशनी बन गया, जाकर वो अब ऊपर उस खुदा की महफिल की रोशनी बन गया। इतनी मुख्तसर ज़िंदगी में इतना कुछ करके मुकम्मल, वो हम सब के लिए एक अजीम ज़िंदा मिसाल बन गया। खुदा हाफिज़। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. We've received a voice message from Mr. Suren Kumar, who couldn't be here
Dear
with us.
Dear friends, we have gathered today.
He was unable to be here with us today, but he really wanted this to be played here.
Dear friends, we have gathered today to pay our homage to the departed soul of our beloved friend Manu. I have known Manu for almost 20 years. He was always smiling and had a sharp curiosity level. He had an innate childlike quality, full of love, friendship, and warmth. An extremely devoted father and husband. His life is the quintessential picture of what a fairy tale is made up of. We all begin our journey of life from our mother. we hold her hands to take our first baby steps as we commence our journey of life. During the course of this journey, we make friends, create a family as we traverse along known and unknown paths. Sometimes we get a call from Mata Vaishno Devi to seek her blessings. But rare is the human being who is called upon by Mata Rani to join her in his journey to the heavenly abode. Who can question the divineness of Mata Rani, who is the mother of this universe? She has embraced her son, our beloved Manu. She brought him into this earth and has called him back into her embrace. This is not an accident, but a predetermined divine plan. I join my hands along with all of you and all the members of this universe to say, Godspeed, Manu. We love you deeply and will continue to love you always till the end of times. Please join me in my prayer to the gods above to always shower their blessings on Manu's family, to Leera, Ria, aunties and uncles, and all the other members of his family. Om Shanti.
I would like to ask Manu Uncle's nephew, Siddharth, to come and say a few words, please. Thank you.
Whenever I think of Mamu, I'm always left inspired. Inspired by the person he became, how kind he was, how goofy he was. And that version is something I've always fully embodied. We always jammed about work, and I would always get Mamu's ultimate gyan because there was so much to learn from him. We would often joke a lot, and his jokes were mostly PJs. And we would just laugh at everything, and especially with Ria's infectious laugh. But he was the uncle, he thought he was funny. But the jokes that were not the PJs were some of the best I've ever heard. It was always nice to meet Mamu when we met at length, or even when he came home just for a bathroom break on the way to some other party or to some other place. He left a big void in our lives, which can never be filled. And I believe that he's up there looking at all of us, and I'm happy that he's with Nani and Nana.
Thank you, Siddharth Bhaiya. Next, I'd like to call Miss Ruchika Davar, who is Manu Uncle's Choti Bhabi.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been just listening to all the beautiful words that are being said about Manu Bhaiya, and I'm thinking, gosh, there is so much that I was yet to experience from just his presence in our lives. I am not a cousin. I am not a sister. I am somebody who is a cousin's wife, but having been with this amazing family for the last 25 years, I think gives me a little bit of qualification to talk about him. I was not somebody who would regularly appear in Leera Bhabhi, Ria's and Manu Bhaiya's life and ecosystem. At best, I was a rare blip on their radar. There is so much that I have learnt about Manu Bhaiya, and I grew to appreciate him not only with my limited interactions with him on social occasions and intimate family gatherings, but also there is so much that I got to learn about him from the way the others talked about him, each time, even in his absence. And I realized that we are a big, blessed brood. We are a family that is a flourishing set of cousins. And Manu Ahuja was not only one of the oldest, but he was also one of the most elegant and the most inspirational of the lot. And even as he's not with us today, he's still teaching us lessons in the way he has left. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't have much to say, but I'd like to share this to you, that despite the fact now that I see all the people here, and I've realized that he seems to have touched everyone personally in a very one-on-one manner, I realize what an effort it would have been for this man to consistently stay in touch with each one of us. And yet, each time he was in Goa, he would either make an effort to drop in at our place or invite us over to where you were, or if he could not make it because he was in a busy conference, at least he would connect. But then we weren't special. Today, as I look back and as I share with other cousins, I realize he was the same with everyone. Whichever city he visited, whichever state, whichever country, he would pick up the phone and say, "Yaar, main aaya hua hu, kab milna hai?" That was him. Having been a very gratified, gluttonous recipient of Leera Bhabhi's amazing warmth and hospitality, her master chef level mustard fish, I do know that Manu Bhaiya was taken very good care of at home. And yet, if he would drop in at our place, and even if it was a very hurried and a very quick, shoddy hospitality, he would still empower you and say, "Ye dal bahut achhi bani hai. Yaar, ye mujhe ghar mein nahi milti." He was applying his corporate best practices everywhere. That was the kind of person he was. He would empower everyone and he would make you feel special. And that is why, as I close, I'd like to tell you one thing. We've seen many people leave in time, before time, untimely, and even past their time. Each one of us in our lives becomes a memory after they depart. Rarely you see somebody like Manu Ahuja who would never ever be just a memory. He would be an example that will be constantly cited and recited. May he rest in peace.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chika. Next, I'd like to call my little brother Arman to say a few words.
Before I start saying what I've written over here, I'd just like to say, in light of MasterChef Leera Auntie, that applies for everything but butter chicken. I have to point that out. When I look out here today, I see and feel an overwhelming sense of grief and shock. But what I also see is an overwhelming sense of love. And that love is for Ria, for Leera Auntie, the entire family. Above all else, though, that love is for Manu Uncle. And I saw that yesterday in a sea of people at the cremation, and I see it now too. What's beautiful about that love is that Manu Uncle was special to us in his own ways. All of us. We each have a different dear memories with him, all sharing unique relationships with such a lovely soul. I think that's because of how he was with us, because when he was with you, he was really, really with you. I've never met someone so present. And just as he was with us then, he's with us now and with us always. My unique relationship with Manu Uncle was that of Guruji to Shishya. And so to me, even though it was said before by Sukriti ji, it's only mine to claim. To me, he'll always be Sri Manu and I will be Vats. When I close my eyes and think, I'm brought to a memory in time that we may all have lived, and this might resonate with so many of you. I see Manu Uncle in a room full of people, beaming as he always did, as he's cracked some joke of his, some fatta. And the second that he does, I see him look over at Ria, as he always did, almost as if to say, did you get it? That was good, na? And 99% of the time, Ria would sigh and say, Papa. And he'd then look over at the rest of us to see if we got it. And we're laughing. And that's my greatest lesson from my Guruji, because he was someone that wanted to spread a smile on every face he was around. But no smile came before his Riyas. Thank you.
Thank you, Arman. Being here today, I can't help but think how if Manu Uncle was here, he'd see you all and say, "Bahut log aaye hain, na?" And then he'd look there, look at his picture and say, "I'm looking so handsome." And that's just who he was. It was impossible to be in a room with him and not laugh at one of his universally known and very repeated PJs.
As we all know, Manu Uncle was a true yaro ka yaar, and the best friend that anyone could have hoped for. And that really extended itself to each one of us, kids as well. At any occasion, you could find him at the kids' table for sure. He was 100% certain that he was one of us, and I can say with full confidence that he was right.
He had a special way of connecting with each of us individually. We called him Sri Manu, or Guruji, as a joke because we all had to learn so much from him. But little did we know that that had more truth to it than we realized.
Manu Uncle continues to live on in every impromptu plan that's made. His playlist that mostly had everyone dancing. And in every single moment of warmth, we will all continue to share in his memory.
And while we're left with so many questions, Manu Uncle has left us with more answers on how to be a friend who loves unconditionally.
We're looking at you, all you leg pullers.
A father who was more of a best friend.
An unapologetically miscoordinated dancer.
And a lover who will never stop telling us about the first time he laid his eyes on Leera Mishra, the hot new girl at office.
But most of all, he's left us with the grand opportunity to have him live on, in all of our hearts forever and ever. Manu Uncle, we're going to miss you more than you could ever know.
But we know you're here with us forever in Leera Auntie's kindness and in Ria's laughter. We miss you. Now we'd like to call Ria's Nanu to say a few words.
See, I wanted to speak a whole lot of things, but I thought it would be anticlimax, but the tone and tenor of this meeting is going in a different way. So, potential to bahut hai, lekin that will be for some other day. Now, let me thank the entire people, friends who are present here to have taken the trouble of attending this meeting and blessing Manu's family, Leera and Ria. And he has been taken away from us, snatched away rather. And may God at least give the strength to Leera and Ria to lead their life in a normal way. But I'll be failing in my duty if I don't speak about his legion of friends and the love they bear to him and his family. Thank you, everyone, and let me therefore take the pleasure of putting the curtain down.
And lastly, I would like to invite Manu Uncle's favorite person in the whole world, Ria, to come and say a few words about her father.
I'm just going to take this off. Before I start, I'm just going to have Nimran stand next to me in case I can't finish. Papa, only a few weeks ago, you were telling me about how nothing lasts forever, neither the good times nor the bad. I can't help but wonder if this was some kind of foreshadowing. I really want to finish this. Give me a second. You told me this not just to state a fact, but to remind me that the only way one can be steady among this turbulence is to keep rolling with the punches. I can promise you this is the hardest I've ever been punched, but I also promise that I will keep going with the same positivity and grace that you lived your life with. You will always be my bestest friend and someone who lives within me. We had a whole life left to experience together. But given how involved and sometimes nosy you were about my life, I'm certain that you won't miss a single moment. Your relationship with Mama was that of pure comedy, friendship, and genuine love. We always used to joke about how you were incapable of functioning without her. But in these past few days, it's been feeling like the joke's on us. I really hope you knew just how loved you were. I can't wait to see all the different ways you continue to show up in my life. You are a part of me and always will be. I love you.
Thank you so much, Ria. Truly, you couldn't have said it better. I would like to thank everyone for being here, for taking out time from your day to join us here today, and all the people that have joined us on the live stream as well. Thank you so much. To end this evening, we would like you to join us for tea and some of Manu Uncle's favorite food. We really hope you all enjoy that, because I know that he would too. Thank you.
All fathers are mostly about their daughter. चलो अजय तो आ जाएगा
उस साइड गाड़ी अलाउड
दो कदम का मतलब मिल सकता 2 किलोमीटर तो ये भी है जब भी ऑक्सफोर्ड के ऊपर दिया हो कि ड्यूरेशन बात में इसका डालने के प्रवीण का फोन आया आज
और उसके बाद जब राकेश बनाया पहले तो 15 मिनट मेरे को देखना लाइव में मैं मान ही नहीं पाई फिर मैंने समझ नहीं बात होती
let's make everybody aware of that. What does that mean for the heart? Yeah, something like that. उसको कुछ और ऐसे कुछ नाम. ऐसे कुछ नाम. हाँ स्टॉर बार. Something. Sorbitate. Let's tell everybody. If I say सब ना मेरा मजाक उड़ाएंगे कि ये तो बहुत वो हो गए. तो मेरा you put it in the group कि everybody should carry this with that. And नहीं वो कैरी करते हैं वो गलती से घर पे अपनी टैबलेट अपने साथ जेब में रख के घूम रहे थे बट व्हेन ही वाज गोइंग देयर वो गलती से अपनी टैबलेट ऑन द टेबल मीरा भाभी के बैग में रखवाया ठीक है एक अपने पास रख लिया ठीक है अब अपना वही ले गया मीरा भाभी बैग
I am here with you.
Come with me. We'll sit here. Should I keep your chair like this? You want to sit? वीडियो यहाँ उनके साथ नहीं चला